Hello, here is my more in-depth review of my HG P601 that I have also nicknamed my Jolly Roger. As you can see, I have put lights all the way around it that I can change at will. These are inserts you have to buy. You can get them on eBay. Everything on this truck has come from eBay. These are not the original tires. These are, as you can see, they are bigger. Also, there is a lot more grip on these tires and a lot more sponginess as compared to these. See, these I hardly have none. These are plenty. Plus, I got the rims. They're plastic. This has been a fun build. I have now had it now for about 3 months. It's a really fun truck. I also put FPV on this and drive it with my goggles. Now let's go more in-depth review on the inside of it. I have to unplug the electronics here so we can take this off this truck. And you can see we also put lights on the side of it. They're on the side all the way around. Take and remove this. All electronics on this truck are Trackstar, the Turnigy that I have got from Hobby King. These are the 910 or the 920s. I'm not quite sure exactly offhand. These are the 920s that I have mounted. Everything in this truck has been upgraded. The only thing original left from this truck would be the bumpers, the bumper mounts, and the steering axle mounts. That'd be it. And I also noticed I got some spares off of eBay or Banggood.com is one of the two. And these do a kick butt job from the original ones. These are the original ones you get. They would allow a lot of play in this thing when it would move left to right. These ones do not. You can see it still has its articulation, but these newer ones, they stop it altogether, so it eliminates from you having to put this in there to hold that. I have put that in there myself. It helps it because I still have the original on the front, but there's no shifting left to right. All there is articulation, which is what you want. These are axle that I have also got off eBay. They replaced the old ones that are plastic, a piece of crap. The only problem I have with this are these original parts that you still get on the upgraded axle. These plastic arms right here and this one, these break frequently. So you better get spares. I have not yet found an upgraded version. I have tried the ones from Axle and they do not fit on there. I can't even modify them. But you're going to need spare of these because that little arm right there will break. There and there. And mostly it happens always in the steering. The frame is all the metal that I also have purchased off eBay. That is not the upgraded frame from HG. Not the upgraded frame. I got this as an aftermarket part. You can get off eBay for about 70 bucks. Just go on eBay, type in HG P601 metal frame upgrade. You'll find that. These side kicks, the side rails are also the originals. This is a Trackstar 13.5 motor. Plenty of power. As you see, I have fans on my ESC. This is also Turnigy, an 80 amp ESC from Hobby King. It works great. I also have the high and the low range upgraded on this that I have also installed. I am running a 2-cell battery on this. I also swap them out anywhere between the 400 to I also have a 6,000 milliamp battery that I've run on this. Great. I did not need the steering, and not the steering, but the servo mounting kit up front because this body comes with it already built in. This is also a metal bracket for the steering servo that it just mounted right in there. Had no problem there. This has also been upgraded to the 130 millimeter shocks from the original. I had 100 millimeter shocks, but when I put the bigger tires on there, the tires would rub up into the body, so I had to upgrade those from the 100 millimeter shocks that I had originally on there to the 130. They work great. Be sure that if you decide to do that, do not get these ones. You do not want these, because when you mount them up here to the top, they are fixed. They will not rotate this way. They will only rotate forward and backwards. And because of that, it doesn't let the shock, it doesn't look like it. I had these on there. It would not allow hardly no flex. So do not get these. Be sure that you get the ones that you can mount a pivot ball up front. You can't mount a pivot ball right there. It will not push on there. Do not get that. What else? Let's see here. We got also upgraded the drive shafts. These were plastic. I read a lot of reviews. They were a piece of crap. So I got the 90. I think these are the 90 and the 110 millimeter drive shafts. I think this is the 90 back here, and these are the 100 or the 110s up front. They work great. I have no problem. They're metal. The trick to building this was when you mount your steering servos on the back for your rear wheel steering, like this. The really trick was to mount this one right here. So you gotta be careful when you mount it, because your steering arm right there is going to hit right here on this metal frame. If you need it to be more as straight as you can. And as you see, I also have standoffs on there. That is a standoff right there. I say it's about a 30 to a 50 millimeter standoff. I also have a smaller one back here, because you need that steering rod right there to be as straight as it can be. The more angle you have is very bad, because whenever it articulates, it wants to push the whole axle left and right, so it needs to be as straight as you can get it. I also have problems with this up here, because when that steering axle would hit, it would hit up here on the metal frame. So that was kind of tricky. I wish I'd mounted the steering. If you decide to do this, mount your steering servo lower, so that whenever you mount that you put the screw in the top there, it does not hit against that. What else have we done to this? You know about all the lights? Other than that, this truck was a fun build. Very challenging. Very challenging. I said I have the I had that pinion going from here to here. I had an arm to help with the shifting it was having. But since then, I had not had no shift. Since I put that new upgraded axle mount on there, there's been no shift left to right. Only the articulation that it has to go up and down. Works great. I did the same back here. So for that pin or whatever thing that they tell you to do that I did, you do not need it once you get those on there. And as you can see, Turnigy. This is a Turnigy. This is a Turnigy 9-channel receiver, like is meant for a airplane that I had to use in here to be able to do my 6-wheel steering. See there, you got front, left and right, rear, left and right. You can flip it down, go into your mixing, and it will articulate left and right for you to make real sharp turns. If you go down one more, it'll crab left and right. Works great. Flip it up one, back to articulation, no problem. Go back up, and then you're back to 2-wheel steering. Works great. As you can see, reverse works, forward works, very quiet and smooth. If you flip it upside down, just to show y'all from the rear, as you can see, left and right steering front, articulation, left and right, and crab left and right. Works great. These are great products, great Turnigy products. I recommend them. This has been a fun build. I use the EC5s. I used to use the EC3 connectors, but since then I've decided to use the EC5s. Just gives you more mass to hold on to, easier to remove. So this has been a fun build. And as you can see, I have the high and the low right there. Turn that around for you so you can see it more. You can see it better now, right here. The high and the low switch, that's high range, that's low range. Works great. Other than that, it's been a fun build. I love the new tires. A lot more sticky, allow me a lot more crawling ability. When you get the new frame, if you order the new frame off eBay, you get these posts right here to mount your body. Here's a trick. When you mount the posts in there, they come apart. You have to drill out inside there for these posts to go inside that plastic mount that attaches to the frame. Drill it out a little bit bigger, because mine have broke and it was real hard to get in there. You got to drill them out so they slide in and out real easy. And then you just put your little locking bolts in there. Now what I have done to the frame, the body, as you can see, I have each individual LEDs inside for the front. All right there, all in the rear. LEDs on the markers. Those are also LEDs. I have went to the hardware store and bought just an L channel, and I have glued it all the way down the side of the body on each side, here and here. I also have a metal plate right here that I have also glued, aka with CA glue, here and here. Now you can see I have this 12 channel light controller. In my opinion, those things are a piece of crap. I have had now 6 of them. So far, that's the only one that I have been able to keep working. When this one goes, I will change it to the 8-channel one, which I have right here. So these ones, it's only an 8-channel, and I have no problem with these in my other vehicles. These work fabulous. Now, I do end up using the original wiring, and I cut the end, and I solder my own LEDs that I purchased, my different colors. But like I said, this 12 channel here, piece of shit. Like I said, I have had now 6 of them. That's the only one I've been able to keep working. I got the LEDs in my rear, all red. LED in the side. When you CA glue this thing, here's the problem. The CA will make the paint run on the inside. If you have a hard time seeing it, that paint has ran here and here. I don't know another way around that. I wish I had known that beforehand. I would not have done it. This has been a fabulous build. I really enjoy this thing. Plenty of traction. As you can see, when I hook it back up, it takes a little bit of time. Now the main controller up there to turn the lights on. I have to mount, I have to plug in the rear lights. They're also separate. That was the other one back here. And it pulled out the whole end, all the guts pulled out. Said these things are a piece of shit. I will never buy them again. Here and here, I can change the light pattern. See if I can find it. Like I said, these things give you plenty of issues. It goes on just fine. As you see, this thing runs like a charm. Nice and straight. I put little D-rings on the front for a little bit of quiet. Got all my LEDs up in the top working. I got one out. As you can see, there's the rear. I have got the rear on the right channel alone in case I just want to move the rear. That's in crab mode. It's in articulation mode. That's just two-wheel drive. And I can still move the rear at my own command with my stick. I can also make it articulate if I want, crab if I want at will. This has been a really fun build. I suggest if you decide to do this, you put your throttle on your right stick, not your left, because the left stick, as you can see, if you know how to rebuild your own controllers, you can put a spring in there that will pull it down or center it like the front one does. See, that one centers. I can let it go. It'll center by itself. Therefore, I don't have to worry about always backing off the throttle. Keep going. It'll do it for me. You can see it works just fine. There's the front. Works just fine. Articulation. She will turn sharp. As sharp as you want it to turn. It has been a very, very, very fun build. Again, if you need any questions or any help, feel free to send me a comment and I will get back with you. Thank you.